everyone, and welcome to Beginner 3. This week we're going to do something a little bit different and do all of our ballet practice in the center of our room rather than at the bar. So if you needed to take an extra second to warm yourself up before coming into the center, where you do require a little bit more stability and trust in your own balance, then you can go ahead and do that now, and I will see you in the center soon. Okay, so as I said, we're going to start in the center, and just to help stabilize ourselves a little bit, we're going to bring the feet to a little bit wider than hip width apart and start with some gentle bounces of the knees. So we're just doing a little descent down, still with our ballet posture. So we're thinking about bringing the bones at the front of the pelvis up towards where your belly button is and lengthening the bottom of the spine, okay? So we aren't experiencing any sinking in the front or the back. We're lifting the front and extending the back. So we have that pulled up ballet posture and attitude. And we start with some gentle bounces, going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Arms are free to move however you wish. Then we come and lift to balance. 4, lower the heels, ready, 7 and 8. And we'll repeat those bounces 8 times, just once more. Our balance up, this is in parallel, so you might find a bit of a different sensation rising in parallel versus rising in your turned out position. It's different for everybody, but it's just to get our feet a little bit more warm for the rest of class, okay? After those bounces, we're going to bring the feet a little bit closer under the hips, extend one toe forwards, or one heel forwards rather, and do a little fascia mobility. So I'm taking the arms and reaching them down towards the heel of my front extended foot. So towards the heel, and then with a sweeping motion or a scooping motion, I'm scooping up along the line of the toe all the way over my head, and then bring the arms down the side of the body. And we're going to do that 3 times. So it's down and whoosh and whoop. Don't lose your balance. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, down 8, last 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we'll switch our heels, ready, other side. We'll do that on the other side as well, and then come into toes together. Our music is going to change here, and we'll do some foot roll throughs just like we did last class. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7, 8. Press up to your toe is pointed. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, little balance test. We're going through to press and down and lower, other side. 6, 7, 8. Through and press, toe and lower. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we repeat our fast footwork from the beginning, okay, with our gentle roll throughs, our rolls to point, and then our pressing up, switching the leg that we are standing on each time. Starting from our beginning with our feet a little wider than hip width apart, we'll start with our bounces. Ready? And. Taking our rise. Gently lower. And again. Feet in, reaching forwards. And again, down and up to swoosh. Third one. And switching legs. Into our faster footwork. Switching through for 8. switching legs. Feeling the transfer of weight happen each time. It's small, but it's important. All from the beginning. And stronger press through. We have a little visitor. Hello. After our last press through, we're going to take a forward bend. So we'll create a little space between the toes and gently over, staying down. Soft bend in the knees. We'll start to roll up. Straight to standing, shoulders back. Once more. Staying down. And gentle bend in the knees. We'll roll up to standing. Very good. Excellent. All right, moving on, everybody. We're going to come to a first position. So if you wanted to do the flex, rotate, and step trick to join me in a first position, go ahead and do so. And we're going to do some pliés in the center. So just facing straight ahead. We start with a demi-plié and extend one arm to the side. Demi, stretch, and other side. And both arms up to second. And rising 1, 2, holding 3, 4, and lower 6. Arms come down with your heels. Again, demi, stretch, and demi, stretch, and arms. 6 and 7, 8, rising 1, 2, holding 3, 4, and 5, 6. We'll tendu, land, and repeat the whole thing in our second position. Okay, you might find it easier or harder in second. You can make that choice or that judgment for yourself. Just be aware that if you are feeling like you're falling backwards in that rise, think about moving the arms a little bit more in front of your body. Sometimes our second position can be a little bit too far back. And we also need to have that constant energy in between the base of the rib cage and the top of the pelvis. So that energy is pulling together and we're finding strength in both our abdominals here and the obliques on the side here. Okay, and that should give you a little bit more steady energy in that position. All right, ready? And once more in first. right, everybody, well done. For our tendus in the center, we're going to do one of my favorite exercises. It can be a little confusing with the arms, so we're just going to do it with the feet first. And this is a traditional center practice tendu that I do with my classes, so it's quite a bit more challenging than the tendus that we've seen at the bar so far. So just be easy on yourself if we're not getting it immediately, okay? We're going to slide into our third position to begin for this one. So my heel is at the center of the arch of my standing leg, and we're just taking the arms out of the equation for a moment. We start with a tendu devant that slides forwards, leading with the heel, coming to a full point tendu that is weightless in front of us. And then closing in a reverse manner back to our third position, okay? That counts pretty quickly. We go forwards, 1, in, 2. We only do 1 to the front, and then immediately we're going to go to the side. So from our third position, transferring our weight, pressing out to the side, and again, there is no weight on that toe, out to the side. As we close, we're going to pull the toe behind, and it lands in the third position with the opposite foot in front. Okay, so you should still have an equal weight distribution. It doesn't change just because we go to the back. We still need to have equal on the front, equal on the back. Okay, after the front, after the side, we immediately go to the back. Okay, so we were just starting to practice these, but I think we can do it. We press our toes to the back, toe goes directly behind us, so towards the midline. We don't want it hanging all the way out here. Directly behind us and close. The last one we do also goes out to the side, but this time it stays. Okay, so to go over that whole pattern again, we're going front. 1, in, 2, side, 3, and 4, back, and 6, and side, it stays. That pattern is called encore. It's front, side, back, and side, and it's a very common pattern in ballet, so it should be one that we memorize pretty soon. Coming into first position this time, we're coming quickly in 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, this is 6, closing 7. And you'll notice that I closed behind, so now I have my opposite foot in front. Okay, so that ended up being altogether 7 tendus to the side, but it feels like it's only 6, okay, since our last one starts out. Let's do the other side once, all the way through without arms, okay? Including the fast tendus to the side. 5, 6, and 7, 8, tendu, 1, 2, side, 3, close, back, and back, close to the side, we stay, and first, 2, 3, 4, keep it going, 6, and back, and stay. Okay, it's pretty quick. If you wanted to keep it that way, that is absolutely fine. If you wanted to add the arms as well, we're going to bring our hands into small pose or third position, which is one hand out in front and first, and the other hand out in second. Front and close, side and close, back and close, and side, it stays. And then from here, we go all the way around through first and open to second, switch. And now we have the other arm in front, ready to go on the other side, okay? So there's a lot of coordination going on in this exercise. It might take a couple of tries to get perfect. What I'm going to do is do the whole thing twice. And the first time, I'm not using any arms at all. I'm just focusing on the feet, trying to get that pattern of the toes with the quick action in. And then the second time around, I'm going to bring my arms out. Okie doke. Let's give it a try all together. You can choose what arm adventure you want. Ready? And. Other side. With our arms now. Nice job. All right, that wasn't an easy one, everyone. Well done. We're going to move on to a little bit of a port de bras and center practice. Just a small note that when you come into the center, exercises don't necessarily match what we do at the barre. At the barre, we do pliés, tendus, dégages, rond de jambe fondue, etc. I could put a list in the description below. When we come into the center, a lot of the time our center practice is combined with pliés and tendus and dégages and rond de jambe. It's all sort of put into one more choreographed, dancey piece. At least in some syllabi. So that's sort of what I've done today. So in this port de bras, we're going to see some tourniquet, a little bit of plié, some rond de jambe, etc. So we combine a lot more things just so it's, in my opinion, a little more fun as opposed to just growth of technique. We need growth of artistry too, right? So we're going to start with a side bend. So from our first, we come into our third, just as we did before with our tendus, and we're actually going to turn to slightly face the corner of our room. This is called en croisé, and this simply translates to crossed, and it does have some historical purpose that I can get into with another video, but for today, it's just a pretty way of standing. So we're going to start with our arms en bas, bring the arm to demi-second 1, all the way through second, all the way up to fifth 2, and turn the head 3. So right now we're sort of in this barrel of monkeys position, okay? So extend 2 and 3. Here we go into our side bend. So my eyes are looking up and over as I stretch the right side of my body, the downstage side. On 5, we reach out. Arm does our port de bras through second, a little reach of the fingers. Down 7, stretch 8. And we're ready for our tourniquet. We demi-plié. 1, tendu 2, plié 3, reach 4. Okay, so that's 1 to 4. I'll do that again. We do our side bend. 5, 6, and 7, 8. Demi-plié and tendu. We're placing the foot down in 4th position. 4th position is like our third, but with a space in the middle. Not a big space, tiny space. I'm not pressing the toes forwards here. I'm pulling the toes back, small space. And then we transfer our weight onto that new front leg in one smooth motion. So we're now in a tendu derrière, and our arms are in that arabesque that we practiced at the end of last week's class. We're doing a rond de jambe, so trace the outside all the way around to the front. We should now be in a fully turned out tendu devant. We're doing a little dippy-do. Down here, reach towards the toe, and then we come up, swoop, whoop, and down. Okay? If you've seen Legally Blonde, this is our bend and snap. Okay, so after we do our rond de jambe all the way around, we bend and snap and come down. And we should be ready to go on the other side. That pulling in is me sliding the toes in towards my supporting leg as I come up onto a rise. As you do that, you're also just doing a little turn around to the side. Just a little turn around to the side, right? It's not super easy. Let's try it on our other side. We have our side bend 1, 2, turn the head and bend open 5, reach and 7, breathe 8, plie 1, stretch 2, pull the toes and reach around 6. Oh, my counts are a little off. I think this is 5. Then we bend, snap 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm going to do it once through with music, and if you wanted to rewind and do it twice so you can watch the first time and then do it with me the second time, that's a great idea. Here we go. Ready? And. So feel free to rewind and do that once more. If you feel content though, we can move on. Up next, we're going to do an Adage exercise. These ones can be a little tougher on the muscles, so prepare yourselves, get water if you need. We're going to start in a first position facing the front for this one. Okay, this exercise does change direction and turn around quite often, so feel free to pause and rewind as much as you need. Okay, I'll try and attach a timestamp to the beginning, but I do think it's very fun. So hopefully you'll pick it up as I put it down. We start with a step forward. So I'm actually going to open my arms a demi-second just to make sure I'm breathing in. You need lots of oxygen for this one. Breathe in. And then take a step forward, starting with the toe. So the toe leads the movement, and you transfer fully onto your new leg. Okay? That step also comes from a plie. Classical walks of ballet are very funny. I'll try and do a video about it, but we do one classical walk forwards and slightly towards our corner. That's how we start. 5, 6, open, 7, 8. Step forwards, 1. We extend and close and stand. And my head is coming up to the front here. Sort of I'm embodying the idea that you are the most important bird of the flock. Maybe you're a bird of prey. Anyway, you're very proud for this one. Then we start with a tendu devant. 1, arms and head, 2, lift the leg, 3, 4. It goes down, touch, super gentle, pass through first, arabesque, and lift. Okay, so we'll do that little section again, starting from our classical walk. 8, and 1. Extend, and close, arms and leg, just arms and leg, lifts in front, and tendu, pass through, arabesque, and lift. From here, we're switching our arms, so you have to balance on one leg this whole time, okay? Balancing on one leg, lifting up in the front, shoulders are back, arms come in, 5, 6, up, 7, 8, and you thought you were done on one leg, but we're not. We're switching. 1, and up, down, 3, whoops, 4, one more time, 5, up, 6, and turn, 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 turn. I'll do that one more time. We're in our arabesque. It's off the ground. Ooh. We switch our arms without moving our body as much as I did. And then we come in. This is like our fondue that we were doing at the bar. Fondue, lift up, both feet. Fondue in the front leg. Fondue, and lift. This is very advanced. Fondue, and lift, quicker, round, round, round. I'm turning around towards the back of the room. As long as you arrive on the other side, no complaints. How do we finish? Oh yes, we're here. From here, our arms go all the way up. We do a tendu to the side, and we lift the legs as our arms open to a high V. Okay, we're taking flight. And then our toe comes down, and we find ourselves back in first the way we started. Okay, so a speedy run through. We have our step into the glade, tendu, close. Assert yourself, lift your toe. It touches, it brushes, arabesque, and lift. Arms 5, 6, up 7, 8. Fondue, 1, 2, and up, and stay. Fondue, 6 and 7, 8. Last time, 2, and lift, and down, and come all the way around. 7, 8. Arms up. 2, tendu. 4, big lift. 6, 7, 8. And I think we have to close there pretty quickly, as far as I remember, okay? And that's the end. Then we can reverse it or repeat it on the other side, stepping forwards with our other leg, to our other corner, tendu and stretch, okay? And repeat it on our other side. I'm going to do it now all the way through with music. Feel free to join in, or you can come back in for the second round at the repeat, okay? Ready? And. That's hard work, everyone. We're going to finish class today with a balancé into our reverence. So this is our little mini allegro section. If we're dancing at home, we don't want to get too much into the jumps. Okay, so we're going to start with our feet in first position and step to the side. Now, a balancé is counted in 3/4 time. So a lot of our exercises that we've been doing, I've been counting us 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. But this one is separated into 3 parts. If you remember music class, we're doing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 each time. Okay? That 1, 2, 3 is also placed into our movement as down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up. There's a very rocking quality to this move, sort of like you're maybe you're rocking a child, or you're rocking back and forth in a boat, wherever you want to think about going side to side. I like to think of like an infinity loop being drawn with just below my navel. I'm doing like the infinity sign, the sideways 8 with this movement. The arms can actually help you here. Sway, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, sway, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so starting from our beginning, we step 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4. Step again, 5, 6. This time, you can place your foot behind and do a little curtsy if you wish, or place the foot into a very, very tiny first, even a little third, and bow and stretch. Okay, both are great. If you don't feel like you're in a super luxurious curtsy mood today, then a bow of the head is absolutely fine as well. Okay, after we do our bow or curtsy, we repeat it again on the other side because we have our other foot ready. If you chose the bow option, just make sure you're using your other foot. And 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4. Step 5, 6, and 7, 8. And that's all. Okay, go ahead and join me in our first position. And we'll do both sides once, and this will be our reverence. Ready? And. Thank you, everyone. That was a speedy balancé. Maybe they'll find some slower music for us next time. But I hope that you had a good center practice today. And I'll see you next week if you want to join me for intermediate. Bye, everyone.